We got some other ones here to hit on. All right, and it's time for it's Aaron Rodgers time. And again, with some of these questions, and I hope we're not too, negative or intense in our clapbacks with these questions. We're just passionate about it, and we're trying to cover all bases.
Have I said anything negative?
I know me. I worry about me sometimes because I'm always. I can be like, "What are you talking about? Hey, that's crazy." So I know I can be like that, and I don't mean it to be personal. It's just I get going. You know how I am, Dad. All right, here we go. Jets, Aaron Rodgers time at Mike Kremer, 89. All the Jets fans calling for Rodgers didn't watch him last year. The draft capital and the contract stink. You can't give up a top 15 pick for a one-year rental. And as we know right now, the reports are that, the Jets met or had conversations with Aaron Rodgers on Monday. And the reports now say that, yes, the Jets and owner, head coach, GM flew out to Aaron Rodgers, I believe in California, on Tuesday. I don't know if they were meeting with him Tuesday night or today as we're doing this podcast. But either way, it's full court press time right now between the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. What's your thoughts after of our question there off of at Mike Kremer 89?
Yeah, I'm kind of like this about this whole thing. Yeah, I just go, what is the great bargaining power that Green Bay has? You know what I mean? Oh, they're going to want this and they're going to want all these draft picks. Well, I think you got Green Bay. They don't want Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
They don't want him to be their quarterback this year.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. And I would say this about Aaron Rodgers. I just wrote this down. He got too comfortable in Green Bay. As a player and especially quarterbacks, it's like, you got to be on edge at all time because you worry about your job. It's just so much. They got to win, all these things. And I think he got comfortable up there. And I think if he went to the Jets, the motivation for him would be off the charts. I think he would go back and we would see a different player this year.
Right.
If he's with the Jets than we saw up in Green Bay.
Right.
He'll be more accountable. He'll be more involved. And look, Green Bay, well, it's Aaron Rodgers. He's here every day.
Yeah.
He comes into the Jet building. Oh, my God. It makes it – everybody's excited.
Yeah.
But they get tight, too, because I better do my job and whatever. The coach, the GM, it puts all on edge if you bring him in. This has got to work, and we got to do right by him. So that's just my first thought. I think he will be a different guy with the Jets than we saw with Green Bay.
Would agree. You put it in a great perspective right there. Added to the fact that his legacy is going to be under the microscope, and he's going to be in New York, and people are going to want to see, wait, how good is he? Can he take this team to another level or whatever else? I think that all plays into, if he comes to New York, yes, you're going to get the best version of Aaron Rodgers. And the team, we know, it's damn good. It's talented. It's ready right now. And like you said earlier, makes a lot of sense for Zach Wilson, too, if they still have hopes to make that work. He's the perfect guy to sit behind Aaron Rodgers and, develop and learn from him. And they have a similar play style to begin with. So that's where. But, Dad, you made the best point there. This is something I tried to say a little bit today with Florio on PFT. Because I think that's it might take 2 first-rounders to get Aaron Rodgers. No, by all due accounts, by anybody I've talked to around the league, you said it right. Green Bay, it sounds like they're done. It sounds like they have told him that they would like to go to Jordan Love to be their quarterback. So they can't have such a price tag for a guy that, like you're saying, at Mike Kremer 89, has got a huge contract. You don't want him anymore. And you might not have him more than 1 year, and really maybe the maximum is 2 years, to where, yes, I think to your point, the Jets have a lot more power and leverage in this situation than people are giving them credit for because of all of those things we talked about. I wouldn't be shocked to see Aaron Rodgers traded to the New York Jets for a 3rd-round pick with a contingency of if he plays this well or they get this far into the playoffs, it maybe becomes a 2nd-round pick. I don't even know if they will get to the 1st-round pick conversation with the amount of money and for how short of a rental this might be. So, but I don't think this is going to be one where the Jets are going to have to look at this and go, oh, man, we got to really ruin our team for years to come. I don't think it's going to come to that. And, at Mike Kremer 89, I think the Jets are ready. I mean, other than O-line, What are the, like, and O-line's not even that bad when healthy. You and I think, both agree with that. After that, you go, well, what is the pressing need for the team? It's kind of ready right now. So I can understand the Aaron Rodgers love affair. And honestly, Dad, I'm expecting it to happen. I think Aaron Rodgers to the Jets is going to happen here in the next 4 to 5 days. I'd kind of be shocked if it doesn't.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and not only, you're talking about these draft picks. I'm the Jets. Why do we have to pay him the whole salary? You're helping out Green Bay by taking some of that salary off their hands.
Exactly. Right.
That's another one. I don't see, and all the news guys, or whatever you want to call them, which I love listening to them. Green Bay wants a lot. Well, okay, yeah, I want a lot of things in life that are not going to happen either, and they've already happened. So I don't think that. I just don't see 2 first-round picks and picking up the salary.
No way.
Listen, if that's the price, then Green Bay, hey, good luck with this little drama you're going to have going on up there all year long. Good luck with that. See how that works out. And maybe if nothing happens with no trade or anything like that, maybe Aaron Rodgers just goes, well, I'm not going to play. But I can't imagine that either. And, did you guys talk about it yesterday?
What?
Players, it's the money. And there's nothing wrong with that. Close to $60 million. I mean, who can give up $60 million? Oh, to go play quarterback? You mean you want me to go out there? Then this. Going out to practice, you go, man, I can't wait to practice today, because I got to throw the ball. Hey, what a great day, So, I just don't see him. I think he will go to the Jets like you. I think the deal will be a lot better, Michael, just to answer your question, than everybody's putting out there, but we'll see how it goes. But I think the Jets have a pretty strong point here about what they want to do in getting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, agreed there. Agreed. It's going to be interesting, and I'm excited to see what happens. And then, of course, we talked about earlier, too, if the Jets don't get Aaron Rodgers, which I think we're both expecting, and I think it's a very easy transition. It's going to be the same system. It's Nathaniel Hackett. He's very comfortable with him. There's going to be no learning curve, and I think Nathaniel Hackett is the type of guy, knowing him, knowing their family, his ability to kind of communicate and find the fine line of like, hey, Rodgers, here you can kind of do what you want, but hey, you got to kind of do what I'm telling you too. I think he's got a magical touch in that department, especially when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. So yeah,
let me say this before.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Jets, the quarterback. Of course, we just talked about that to Michael, but 2 really key things for them. Mekhi Becton, can he come through? And I think he's going to be motivated beyond belief because he wants to play. It's about the contract, all the money that could come in the future if you get back to being, a franchise tackle, if he can do that. And then the running back, Hall. Man, when he's on their football team, they're different. And if he can get back to being healthy, I don't know. What do you think? Would he be ready? Training camp somewhere in there, maybe.
He might, start of the year, he might not be 100%, but I could see him being around ready during that time of the year.
Close.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. They're not going to make him the guy that has to carry the ball and be on the field for, get 30 snaps towards his to what he does, throwing and catching,
right,
or running and catching. But Mekhi Becton, I just think that's one of the big stories about the Jets. They need him to come through, and that would settle a lot of questions for
them. They do, and they might be one of those teams that's in free agency with these offensive linemen just to protect themselves in that department there and give themselves a little more depth.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.